word.
Speaking of which, man, you said you brought up this topic earlier, man, about
So
the
tired of this weak ass
roots.
shit.
You
Yeah.
you said you were listening to the roots, and you felt like the roots would be a real problem in a versus.
So Mike, so let's have a quick conversation.
Go ahead. I want you to have the floor on this one.
Who are the greatest rap groups of all time? I'm going to list some of them off right quick, and I just want to make sure it matches up. I can run a quick 10 down.
Go
Wu-Tang
ahead.
Clan,
Yes.
right? Wu-Tang.
Yep.
Outkast,
Outkast.
right?
Yep.
De La Soul,
Yep.
Tribe Called Quest,
Yep.
Mobb Deep,
Yeah. I wasn't gonna go Public Enemy, but
Public Enemy,
yeah.
NWA.
Yeah.
Is NWA making the list? Straight out of Compton, niggas for life. They making this list, right?
Yeah. 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 I think so.
Yeah, top 10, right? So where
Yeah.
would you
Yeah.
go after that?
I mean, you got UGK.
I was thinking UGK, but Mike, I always told you I was always more of a 8 Ball and MJG
Were
fan.
you?
That's crazy because I like Bun and Pimp more than I like 8 Ball and MJG, but for some reason I wrote the 8 Ball and MJG more.
Why do you put
But I
8
think
Ball
UGK.
MJG ahead of UGK? I mean, I'm
No, I
just
don't know if I
asking
would have it
because
in
it's
your head. I'm
close.
just telling you, I've just listened to them more than I've listened to UGK. I even consider Riding Dirty to be better than On Top of the World, or if we're comparing like Star Masterpiece works. So I mean, we can
Well,
say
hold on, hold on,
UGK.
hold on. I'm totally opposite because I listen to UGK more than 8 Ball and MJG, but I think Coming Out Hard is better than anything UGK ever made.
Coming Out Hard is not better than Riding Dirty.
Coming Out
Just
Hard is ridiculous.
it is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
Armed robbery. Oh
It's
yeah,
ridiculous. I'm rolling with Coming Out Hard over Riding Dirty every day.
Memphis, some Memphis ass, just
It's
gangster.
groundbreaking, man.
Like what? Where did?
Everything you
Are they
hear
living?
out of
What the hell
Memphis,
going? Don't go there.
MJG's whole style, like everything you hear out of Memphis comes from MJG from Coming Out Hard. And then you got Mr. Biggs on there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no,
Like, no.
Memphis. No, Memphis whole rap style is based on how they sound on that album.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how big of a Memphis hip hop fan I am. So yeah.
You epic with it, Mike. Mike, I want you to understand. I have family. There are Coopers from the Mound, and like you're more heavy off in game than I am. I got fam from I got cut from it. Right.
All right, so you mentioned Tribe, right? You said Tribe.
So hold on. So how many groups did we list? Wu
I think we
Tang,
just named like 8 groups or so.
8. And what
Where
do
do
you
you
think
think
about?
Fuji's and Goody Mob fit in these group discussions? It's unfortunate, man. We don't really have groups in hip hop like that anymore.
I think they don't totally fit in the top 10, but they would be in the next sector.
What do you think about Lil Brother, Clips?
I would put Clips above everybody you just named.
You put Clips above Goody Mob.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
mad at that, but you know.
I mean, Mike, like Lord Willing, Hell Hath No Fury, and Till the Casket Drops. That's 3 great albums. Goody Mob doesn't have 3 great albums. They have one epic monster masterpiece of a classic record that I will still play to this day. But so do the Clips with Hell Hath No Fury. And then they have Till the Casket Drops and Lord Willing. So
The Terminator says, I love Tribe, but let's keep it 100. Fife is one of the weakest and horrible rappers ever.
very disrespectful. Want to have you know.
The Locks
You
is
heard right?
somebody that we didn't mention. The Locks.
Oh, the locks. Yeah, we can throw the locks in there.
All right.
Yep.
You know, it's funny. I was kind of
Oh.
having this Fife discussion today, actually. And the reason why I was having this Fife discussion is because of all the big boy disrespect out here. And people act like Andre, because even in the Common Freestyle, he started naming a whole bunch of people that the dope MCs. And he mentioned Andre 3000. I'm like, why do you not just say Dre and Big Boy or Outkast? Because people act like Andre existed on these songs alone, and like Big Boy wasn't there killing the shit too. Like, I hate to say this, and God bless the dead, but if people were acting like that about Tribe, I get it. I don't agree, but I get it, because at least there was a lot of times where Q-Tip was holding shit down himself. There was never a time when Dre was holding shit down himself. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. And I could see if people said this about Tretch, you know what I mean? Like, no disrespect to Vinny, but OPP is a Tretch song.
It is.
It is. You know what I'm saying? So, but when people start singling
So is
3,000
Feel Me
out,
Flow.
it's
So is Feel
disrespect.
Me Flow. Yeah, Feel Me Flow is Tretch's song.
Yeah, it is. It is. And Vinny would say the same thing. But people sit there and act like that's the reality with Cass. Like, none of these Cass songs work without Big Boy's input. And for people to single out Dre is wild to me, man. And
Mike,
even people of that generation. Like, it's crazy.
Mike, is it fair to do a top 10 group list without having Run DMC in the top 10? I don't think that's
No,
fair.
it's not fair. No. You got to have
So
Run DMC.
So Run DMC has to be in there because they're too important to the culture. And
their songs are important too. You know, if Run DMC.
Yeah, no, Mike. They got bangers, Mike. Like My Adidas, Walk This Way.
I mean, come on, man. Run's House. They got
Run's House. That's my favorite. That's what I was. Who's house?
They got a lot, man. They got Suck MCs. Suck MCs, like, yeah.
Suck MCs.
Yeah. King of Rock.
Yeah,
they got epic
Suck
records.
MCs. Hey, Mike. One of Pete Rock's best beats again. Down with the Kings.
Oh, yeah. He came through on that, too.
He came through for the Kings.
Yeah.
So, Mike, here's what I would tell you. When I went through the Roots catalog, I think they give everybody a problem except for Wu-Tang Clan, and that was what my takeaway was. And so I want to talk about it because I got about 20 Roots records sitting right here. And part of what made me think about this is because, Mike, I told you, like, on my all-time list, I have Black Thought.
Sorry, Daryl Baxter said EPMD, Gangstar.
Gangstar before EPMD. EPMD going to be in the next 10. Gangstar. I'll put Gangstar ahead of the Clips, too.
If we're counting Gangstar as a group, are we counting Eric B. and Rakim as a group?
It's not fair to everybody else.
I'm just saying.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Okay, go ahead. Finish your sentence. I'm sorry. I just wanted to mention some of the people that people were talking about in the chat. So you said you got 20 Roots songs.
Yeah. And so I want to highlight something. The same thing that makes Kiss a problem. I got Kiss and Thought right next to each other damn near on my all-time list. And that's what made me think about this because I was like, for what Kiss just did, I don't think the Roots catalog has been getting enough respect for what Thought's done within the framework of the Roots catalog. And I immediately said to myself, well, for his contemporary groups he's been compared to, which is Outkast, Tribe, and De La, they don't want it with Thought live with these records that I got written down. He's a problem for these guys. Like, Pasudnos is probably the closest to him in terms of, like, vicious capability. But Thought's just a different animal than Q-Tip and Andre and even Big Boy and True Boy. Like he just is. And there are enough classic Roots records. Like, Mike, I got a playlist right now. I'm telling you that because of who Thought is, much in the same vein of who Kiss is, you think because that Tribe, De La, or Outkast record is more classic, that it's about to go live when you got Thought in front of you, and it's not going to go that way because that's Thought.
It's very different, though, and somebody mentioned PE, and of course we name PE. I think it's very different when you got one MC in the group, and it's a group, as opposed to, and that's why I think it might be fair to mention the Eric B's and Rakims when we're talking about the Roots, right? Or the Gangstars when we're talking about the Roots, because we're talking about one MC.
It's Rakim. The Roots aren't one MC. Malik B, especially Malik
rest
B.
In peace, yes.
Yeah, rest in peace, Malik B. Malik B is definitely a co-star partner on Organics. Do You Want More? Illadelph Half-Life. It's not till things fall apart that you see him fall back. So, and let's keep in mind, Dice Raw was pretty much there from Illadelph on too. So Thought wasn't alone within the group. He was definitely the show, though. Mike, here's what I'm saying. What these dudes gonna do when Thought come on, and the first track they drop is Rock You off Phrenology. What y'all gonna do with Thought? Tip ain't got.
Who you talking about? Tribe,
Outkast, or De La?
Listen, man, I think
who got something for Thought on Rock You? When they start off the verses with Thought on Rock You, he gonna set a tone. It's gonna be a problem.
Well, I would if I'm Tribe. If I'm Tribe,
Come on, there, rappers. Let's play. The shit I'm about to say about to hit y'all niggas in a
if I'm Tribe, I'm starting it off with Excursions.
It's not gonna cut it against thought. That's what
Are
I'm
you
trying to tell you.
serious?
Mike, how
Back
about
in
this?
the days when I was a teenager, before I had status and before I had the pager, you could find an abstract, listening to hip hop. My pops used to say it reminded him of bebop. I said, but daddy, don't you know that things go in cycles? Wait, that Bobby Brown is just amping like Michael. And then the beat comes in. Come on, man. That's the opener.
Mike, how about this? If he were to do that, I would just play Thought's verse on Adrenaline, and there's that. That's what I'm saying. Thought got something for him. Play Thought's verse on Adrenaline. Thought's verse on Adrenaline going harder than that. He going harder than that. Thought's verse on 100% Dundee. Thought's verse on Rock You. Thought's verse on Concerto of the Desperado.
I think the production for Tribe is just so powerful. Daryl's in here mentioning Bugging Out, mentioning Check the Ride.
Beyond the Roots production though, Mike.
God Lives Through, Award Tour, Excursions, Scenario, Sucker Nigga.
Mike, it's not enough.
Oh, I disagree. Scenario remix. Butter. We got the jazz. These are the people in the chat saying this. I'm not saying this.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Y'all are talking about the songs. I'm talking about how it's going to play live when the MC got to spit. It's not going to hold up as well against.
I don't know, bro.
Q-Tip, it's not.
Q-Tip's one of the better performers to ever do this, for real.
Mike, I know you bought. Mike, I know you, and that's why I bought this up, Mike. You remember iTow off Philadelphia Half-Life with Q-Tip and Black Thought going back and forth? It's not a conversation, Mike. He don't want to get embarrassed.
But when we're talking about live performer, man, look, I want to see it.
Mike, the only
Tribe
person,
guy hits. Andre Shashir.
The only person live that matches Thought's intensity and consistency is KRS-One. Let's not get this confused about who you're talking about.
Wow, we're getting really up there, man. They're saying you're tripping in here, man. LP says
no, Mike, Respond, React, Adrenaline, Push Up Your Lighter, Clones, Hypnotic, iTow, Next Movement, Double Trouble, Act 2, The Love of My Life, 100% Dundee, You Got Me, Break You Off, Water, Proceed, Stay Cool, Duck Down. Mike, what they gonna do when Thought do Boom and he do the Cool G Rap Kane impersonation and do his shit? What they gonna do? That's what I'm talking about.
They're gonna have a whole crowd with them when they do Electric Relaxation, the lyrics to go.
Mike, we're talking about somebody that can impersonate Cool G Rap and Big Daddy Kane in the same song. Q-Tip don't want nothing with that. 3 Stacks don't want nothing with that. What they gonna do when Thought do that live? That's what I mean. Like some of that shit gonna hit different live.
With the,
Thought
you know what?
Kane live gonna do something.
And I love Cass. I may agree with you on the Cass thing. But with the Tribe thing, I disagree wholeheartedly, man. Tribe shit comes through the speakers different.
Mike, it's not going to go the way you think because Q-Tip and Fife can't stand next to Thought as a MC the same way those dudes couldn't stand next to Kiss. It's going to separate it.
No.
Off the same caliber
I'm telling you. Q-Tip is, I'm telling you, Cameron is no Q-Tip. Cameron's no Q-Tip.
Is Kiss better than Thought?
Is Kiss better than Thought? I think that Kiss has more powerful songs to choose from than Thought. Yes.
That ain't what I asked you.
I'm just saying.
Kiss is better than Thought.
As a live performer, what Kiss did
as a live performer, Mike. The Roots are one of the best live performances in the history of rap, and most of that is Thought live.
So you think? Hold on. Let's just go ahead and take this to the context that you're taking.
Right, Mike?
I have.
Mike, so you've seen those 7-minute freestyle riffs?
No, I feel you.
No breath control.
In a versus, you're not gonna get that 7 minutes. Let me ask you this.
Right, you gonna get that Who Shot Your time that Kiss got. What they gonna do when he drop that Making of a Murderer verse? The same way Kiss dropped that Who Shot Your verse. What they gonna do when Thought drop that Making of a Murderer verse?
Do you think?
They don't want no smoke.
Let me ask you this. And I guess I know the answer to this.
A lot of happy records. I love those guys. A lot of happy records. I don't want no smoke with Thought.
Do you think that the Roots would have won that night if they were going against the Locks in Madison Square Garden?
Ooh, you want to know what? That's a great question because here's what I know. Thought is such a great MC. Pressure on. Thought can go off subject and off top and fuck with Kiss. And go live, as in, oh, you want to talk that shit? Let's talk this live freestyle shit. Let's go, Kiss.
The Terminator
Yeah,
says Kiss would beat Thought.
no, he wouldn't.
Ken
It's
says,
not,
don't underestimate
no,
Q-Tip. He is a very good
not
performer.
thought. He's
Cool.
not thought. He's not
I'm
thought. Stop
sorry,
that.
man. I'm
Go
gonna have to
listen. Go
disagree with
listen
you
to
on that.
iTal with them two rapping back and forth
Is it
on
live?
Illadelph Half-Life when Q-Tip is at his peak and Thought is still ascending and Thought is still clearly better. Q-Tip will tell you that Thought is better
He
on
might be
that
the better
record.
MC, but I mean, I
He is
don't
a
think
better
they have
MC.
the
It's not a
stronger
question of that.
songs.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't
It's not
have
a
the
question of
stronger
that.
songs.
Mike,
They don't, man. They don't have
but what I'm trying to tell you is that the records are close enough, and he's the strongest MC. He's clearly
I think the
stronger
music
than
is too strong. LP says the music is too strong on Tribe's side, even
Mike,
if he performs better. Like, it's just.
It ain't gonna slap like you think, man. I'm
Are
trying
you
to tell
sure? I mean,
That half the shit ain't
award
gonna play
tour.
against Thought, Mike. Not live, Mike.
What are the? Let's clear all this out. What are the Roots gonna play when Tribe plays award tour?
Nobody has nothing for award tour, Mike. They're winning that against
What
everybody.
What are they gonna play when Tribe plays Electric Relaxation?
No, Mike, they can play You Got Me and beat Electric Relaxation.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
You Got Me. You Got Me is better
not better than
Electric Relaxation. Yes, it is. Electric Relaxation is not better than You Got Me.
No, it's not. I'm sorry.
No,
what do you guys think in the chat?
Electric Relaxation is not better than You Got Me. It's not. Thought's brilliant on that record. That's a beautiful record, Mike. It's not
Michael
better.
Sanders says, Coop, you tripping, bro.
I'm not tripping. I'm just telling you what I heard. I'm just telling you what I heard. Like, I'm telling you the way the shit go through the speakers, it's not going to go the way y'all think.
Better than Electric Relaxation. You think You Got Me is better than Electric Relaxation?
Mike, when I listened to, she said she loved my show at Paris at Elise Maman, and then I stepped off the stage and took a piece of her heart. We knew from the start that things fall apart. They tend to shatter. She like, that shit don't matter when I get home. Get at her through letter, phone, whatever. Let's click. Let's get together. Shit, you think not? Think the thought went home and forgot? Time passed. She back in Philly. Now she up in my spot. No, they not fucking with that.
That's very poetic, but no one in the chat agrees with you.
Now that I spit it out live, bust on your couch. Now you got Siemens furniture.
Shaheed Fife in the extra P. Come on, man.
Mike, I'm just telling you, Mike.
They know the abstracts merely soul on ice. The character is of men and never ever of mice. Shorty, let me take it by my only vice that has to do with lots of loving and that ain't nothing nice. Come on.
Let me tell you about my only vice. It got to do with lots of loving and it ain't that nice. No, Mike, that's dope. That's not gonna hold up against somebody like Thought. That's what I'm telling you about those records.
Everyone in the chat says that, Electric Relaxation is the better record.
I put money on it, Mike. I put money on Thought. Like, yeah, like it's there, Mike. Break You Off, Hypnotic, Water, Proceed, Stay Cool, Duck Down. He's got stuff everywhere. He's more versatile than all those guys, too. That's what I'm saying. He can hit them in more ways.
But what songs are more known?
No, Mike, the songs being more known don't matter. The Locks just proved that.
But that was against Dipset. That was against Dipset.
Did Cam and not Dipset have more known songs?
But they're not good performers. Mike, we're not gonna sit here and act like
known songs than Kiss. What happened?
Listen, we're not gonna act like Q-Tip.
Mike, answer my question. Who got more known songs, Fab or Kiss? How'd that go? Who got more known songs, Dipset or Locks? How'd that go?
I feel you. But we're talking about two different degrees of performance, man.
And so what Kiss showed through the verses, and then I'm trying to explain to y'all, is that when you got that top notch level MC, that changes everything.
But you're disrespecting Q-Tip right now, man. You acting like Q-Tip ain't no top-notch performer, man. Like, Q-Tip's one of those people.
He's not a top 20 MC. Mike, Thought's never been outside the top 20 since '96.
I think Q-Tip's a top 20 performer easily, and I think Tribe has
MC.
No, MC performing, yes. When you got the songs and you're a performer, because a lot of the stuff you're talking about, hold on, Coop. A lot of the stuff you're talking about, the Dipset and Fab didn't do is because they're terrible performers.
And Mike.
Everyone says you're bugging in here, by the way. I'll go through the comments.
Mike, if you think I left my wallet in El Segundo and Bonita Applebum is gonna beat Thought live, y'all not respecting Thought. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. But you keep on thinking
Bonita placed in the right area, yeah, definitely.
No, Mike, not against the next movement or something like that. Thought's just too much of a
What?
problem.
You talking about the next movement over Benita? You're
I'm
biased,
talking
man.
about how
You're
I'm talking
being
about
real
how Thought's
biased
gonna
right
sound
now.
live. I'm talking about how Thought's gonna sound live. Y'all just going off the strength of the record. Y'all not thinking about the artist. Y'all not thinking about the live showmanship and performance like Kish just showed you. Kish just showed y'all that the songs don't matter. The MC matters more.
You're being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful. You're
Mike. We
acting
just had
like
a whole
Dipset
show.
records are on the
Mike.
level of Tribe records. You're acting like the Q-Tip as a terrible performer like Cam and them are. And that's not the case.
He's not terrible, Mike, but he's not thought on any level. He's not the MC or the performer, even though he's great.
He is. He's an incredible performer.
Mike,
I think you need to go back and look at
Mike,
Q-Tip perform,
Mike, you
man.
want to know what? We just gonna call a spade right quick. When the last time Q-Tip been on tour, like live and really performed for you to even be saying that? Because we can speak the thought right now. You can't even speak to what you're really talking about.
Well, I think the last time that I saw Q-Tip perform was when they put out the final album. That was just a couple of years ago.
When was that? Around the time Kendrick was dropping Damn?
Yeah.
Oh, so Q-Tip's live performances from that far ago count, but Kendrick's don't count. Mike, you sound like a hypocrite.
Kendrick's in his prime.
You're talking about Q-Tip as a live performer. When the last time Q-Tip performed live steadily? Thought would crush him live. Oh, y'all crazy.
I want to see this now. I really want to see this now.
Untell that, Mike. When the last time Q-Tip performed live for you to be talking this way? Thought stay busy.
Well, yeah. Thoughts on the Tonight Show every night with Jimmy Fallon.
Hello, and you
bebopping
think Q-Tip and Phife about to step out and give them some action from their best records in 91, 93, and 96. Okay, Mike.
Well, Fife's not walking out to anything
I'm gonna tell
respectfully.
You what,
Mike, but Q-Tip will be able to hold it down.
Mike,
Phife, rest in peace, Phife.
Making of a murderer verse, and the crowd goes silent, and they realize that all that happy shit's not about to play tonight. The same way Kiss did. That Who Shot You verse was a message that this is about MCing. So give me Thought in the Roots if it's close.
Joe Bro says, first off, it's not even fair because Phife isn't here to perform. But you know what? They were separated for a minute. And Q-Tip was able to hold down the group.
No, Malik B's not there either. Malik B's not there either, so don't say that about
No. It's fine because, like I said, I've seen Q-Tip perform Tribe records in his set anyway. So, it's not a thing. I think Q-Tip would go out there and smoke the Roots, to be perfectly honest with you.
Mike, but you're a fan. Q-Tip's your favorite artist, so.
But you're a fan too, clearly. You're clearly a Roots fan because no one here agrees.
Mike, I'm not the Black Thought fan that you are the Q-Tip fan, no sir. Because my biggest critique about Thought is his solo catalog or lack thereof and how he needs a classic solo project independent of the Roots. So I'm not on Thought the way that you're on Tip. I just know what I heard, Mike, and I know the caliber MC he is and the verses that I heard live against some of that stuff that you're talking about. They're going to snatch some of those victories away that you think are victories. It's going to play closer than you think, Mike.
All right, let me ask the people in the room. Just put Roots.
I'm not even necessarily saying that they would win. I'm just saying it's closer than y'all thinking. It's an even match.
I gotcha.
Thought. What I'm saying is Thought is what makes it even. Like Outkast, De La, and Tribe have the better records. Thought the MC makes it even.
I think that, and I love De La. I think that might be a problem for De La.
Problem for Outkast too, Mike.
I think it could be. But I think Tribe, I think Q-Tip has a real good hold on their catalog, knows how to present it. He's a DJ. He has that advantage too, and he's a really good performer.
He has a DJ advantage, and I'll give you that. But what I'm saying is that a lot of that stuff is going to get punished by Thought's delivery. Live. Like, how about this?
I think Tribe's songs are just too strong, man.
Some of them are. No, some of them are, Mike. They're going to win 7 or 8 of these just off the strength of the record. Like, Mike, it's going to be hard to beat some of those records. Like, the Roots not going to beat Who Got the Jazz. The Roots style is based on Who Got the Jazz. They're not going to beat them on that record, but that don't mean they can't beat them, Mike. And what I'm saying is like some of those records that you think may play well, like Tribe's going to have to play their full catalog against the Roots, which means they're going to have to play like Stressed Out And once again, they're not gonna win those, Mike. They're not gonna win everything
Now I
off
give
of
you
the
that.
low. Yeah, they're not gonna win everything. That's all I'm saying. It's like people acting like it's not comp. No, it's comp. I could see the Roots. Like I could see Tribe and Roots doing a verses and it being a wash. Mike, remember Double Trouble?
Mm-hmm.
The most.
Yeah. No, the
What
Roots
Tribe
got a
got for Double
catalog,
Trouble?
and
Well,
I would
hold on.
like.
And here, hold on. And here's what I want to say also too about the Roots potentially in the verses. And I want to bring this up. Oh, Mike, if they bring out their guest appearance artists, like almost
Jill
all
Scott.
their, like Jill Scott, like Eve,
Yeah.
like Most Def, like Common.
Eve didn't even show up to her own verses, so she not showing up.
Very shady and very accurate.
It's
but you
true.
get what I'm saying? Like, there's different ways for the Roots, even as a live band, to bring out the guest artists too. The Tribe ain't got guest artists like that outside of Scenario, Mike.
No, you're right. You're right.
Right. What they gonna do when Most Def pop up and do Double Trouble with Black Thought? That's a whole problem, Mike.
That'd be dope.
Mike, they gotta play a award tour after that because if not, that's an L. Black Thought and Most Def Double Trouble's an L, Mike. That's an L for Tribe. What Tribe record you got when Most come out and do Double Trouble with Thought, Mike? They gotta play a award tour. They gotta go to the top of what they got for that.
I mean, I think Tribe has a whole bunch of home runs, man. You got Scenario Remix.
Mike, like I told you, you want to know what? And that's why I brought up Adrenaline, Mike. It's like, is Scenario going to beat Adrenaline? Yeah, probably. But don't sleep on Adrenaline. Don't sleep on Adrenaline.
I think, you know, and I've said this before, I think that Tribe's catalog has aged even better than Outkast's. And that's saying a lot. I think Tribe has some of the biggest home runs of any group that's ever done it in hip-hop. Like their hits are hits. Where Tribe falls short, if you want to say they fall short, are their album cuts. But
Mike, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
So
Mike,
hits.
so if you go through their peak, which is really the first 3 albums, Mike, like let's say you were to take the 2 to 3 singles off those records. They might win all of those, and then they might lose everything else, and that would make it even because that's only about 7 to 9 records. That's what I'm saying, Mike. The stuff that they're gonna win, they gonna win. But that stuff after that, Mike, they not beating the Roots like you think. Some of this stuff is classic, Mike. You remember Clones, Mike? What about what they do?
You know, Terminator brought up a good point too. He said Q-Tip has a solid solo career also. So those don't count.
We doing Roots and Tribe, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. You know.
I mean, we can bring up Thought solo stuff because Thought solo freestyles is about to murder like everything.
Because I was gonna say those freestyles you speak about aren't really Roots records. So.
Right. So Mike, that's what I'm saying. It's like don't bring Thought's freestyle into this because they're gonna get embarrassed. Like everybody.
No.
Mike, you seen what happened to Method Man? Stop that.
No, I agree. Method Man got embarrassed that day.
Q-Tip not Method Man, Mike. Stop that.
No, but we're not talking about MCing. Now, if we were talking about
going live, we're talking about going live.
We're talking about going live with songs.
Mike.
Nah,
live
man.
with those freestyles. You seen what Kiss did with the Who Shot shit? Like, how about this, Mike?
Oh, LP says Midnight Marauders alone got like 9 wins. Listen,
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That's what I'm telling you.
Come on, man. Midnight Marauders is crazy.
Why are y'all acting like there's not classic stuff on Illadelph Half-Life and Do You Want More and The Tipping Point and Phrenology? Why are y'all acting
in the words of the great Kanye West, it ain't Tribe level though. It ain't Tribe level though. It ain't.
Some of these records are Tribe level. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yes,
it is.
Oh,
man. Yeah, they said Method Man was reading off his phone. Damn, man. As a person who's a diehard Method Man fan from childhood up, man, that hurt.
Like, Mike, if y'all listen to Thought on 100% Dundee, like, y'all know how that's going to come through live? Like, it's not going to play well for whoever's on the other side of Thought. The same way it didn't play for who was on the other side of Kiss. When you got that special caliber MC, it hits different, Mike. That's
Midnight Marauders, man. We got award tour. We got 8 Million Stories. You got Midnight. You got Electric Relaxation. Clapping Hands. Oh my God. The Chase Part 2. Lyrics to go. God lives through. It's a lot, man. And that's just one
Only
album.
ones that I heard that were definite victories were "Oh My God" and "Award Tour."
Not God lives through. Busta Rhymes said when he hears that, man, he breaks out in tears, man.
What about "Water" off Phrenology, where they're talking about Malik B's drug addiction live on record? That's what I'm saying. Do y'all even really know the Roots catalog like that?
I
Right.
mean, those are dope records, man, but it's
Mike, do you know about
different.
Water though? Do you know about how they made Water live because they hadn't seen him in a few days and he came into the studio and they made it live, like to address his addiction live. Like that's how they dealt with it. Do you know that?
I didn't know
Like that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like y'all don't even know the Roots catalog like that is really what y'all telling me, and y'all need to go listen. It's easy to know Tribe catalog. Like y'all don't know the Roots catalog. That's why y'all saying this. Like these records that I'm naming, y'all probably don't even know these records in and out the way you know the Tribe record. But if you'll go listen to those records and go listen to Thought and go listen to how good these records sound coming through the speakers, you'll feel why I feel this way. Like Mike, when Respond React came on today for me, I was like, woo, I was like, that's a problem live. That's a problem live when Thought got that energy going like that.
Joe Bro
At the
says you
live.
got a Tribe album hanging on in the background.
Alphabetical order. It was sort of pathetic. Yo, I'm living constant. Yeah, man, he crazy, man. Like y'all need to go listen to the Roots catalog again.
Joe
Y'all need to
Bro
listen to
says you got a Tribe album hanging in the background. I see it. It's low end theory too. Yo, let's get up
Yes.
out of here, man. It's been a great
Come on,
show.
Mike. It's my favorite Tribe album. It's one of the best rap albums ever made. The Roots' whole style is based on that album.
It is.
And I still said what I said. Next. Like I
All
said
right,
what
well,
I said.
who's coming out next week? So, well, you know what? We probably going. You want to do another show on Wednesday and kind of cover some of the holes and all that. But you know what? Hold on. What day is the Verzuz? The Verzuz is supposed to be Tuesday. So yeah, maybe we could do a follow up on this Verzuz on Wednesday or something. Go on live and do that.
We can do a little recap.
We can do like a little recap of the Fat Joe and Ja Rule Verzuz. I know y'all ain't super hype about it, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. I feel like this is one of those filler verses, right? Where this is a warm up for the next big one. And I know Memphis Bleak is trying to get this Jay-Z and Nas thing stirred up because obviously they want to do that because everybody's been wanting that from the beginning. But for Memphis to say what he said, how he said it, lets you know they're trying to get Nas revved up.
Mike, I told you, just off the strength of King's Disease and King's Disease 2, he don't want that smoke, Mike. What he gonna do when he drop Death Row East?
The Terminator said, y'all did my man Common dirty. I'm not happy. What were we supposed to do?
We gave him 3.5.
We gave Common's album 3.5, even though it sounded very insincere. Did you think the album was sincere? Did you hear the freestyle that he did on LA Leakers? Where's that intensity on the
everything
album?
on the album. The freestyle's better than everything on the album.
The freestyle's better than everything on the album. You know what? I knew that freestyle was written, so I was looking for it on the album. It wasn't there.
Dice.
It wasn't there. All right, but yeah, let's get up on Wednesday and we're gonna recap that Verzuz, and I guess we should know by the middle of the week what's coming out next week.
Who you got?
I got Ja Rule.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Ja Rule. You taking Joey Crack? Okay, I got Ja Rule.
I'm digging in the crates, guy. Showbiz, AG, Buckwild, Big L.
You think he's gonna play that?
I hope so.
Andre Shashir wants to know what we gave the AZ album. We gave AZ 4.5, and we gave Common's album 3.5.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we will holler at y'all Wednesday. Appreciate y'all coming through, checking in with us, and just know that A Tribe Called Quest would beat the Roots in the Verzuz. Hopefully we can make that happen, and hopefully we can make this damn Jigga and Nas thing happen too, because
you don't want that smoke. I had run-ins with Suge. Niggas would have been Suge. At the height of the beef, they started